Welcome. So sit in a comfortable position, maybe in a chair, in a pillow, anywhere where you can stay with your spine straight and comfortable. So let's begin with the Om. The Om represents the source of existence. As you know, everything vibrates, so the Om represents the principle of vibration. It's also a great way to silence the mind, to let go whatever was before the class, whatever comes after. So let's do it together. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Now you may offer this practice dedicated to someone who you love or who needs the benefits. Now open your eyes. Let's begin with Bhastrika breath. This is to heat up the body. We're gonna inhale and exhale through the nostrils only, vigorously. So place your hands in Jnana Mudra. This is a tradition, so you keep the energy locked. I never experienced any of these energy things, but I just follow the instructions. So bring your hands in Jnana Mudra on your thighs, spine straight. Take a deep breath in through your nostrils. Empty your lungs. Close your eyes and let's begin. Through the nose only. Go as fast as you want. Exhale completely. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Slowly exhale through the nostrils. Take a deep breath in. Empty your lungs. And again, Bhastrika. Empty your lungs again. Take a deep breath in. And hold. Empty your lungs. Breathe normally. You may open your eyes. Now for the next, it's called Kapalabhati. The focus will be just on the exhalation. Exhalate vigorously. Don't worry about the inhalation. The inhalation will be natural, passive. So when you do that, observe the stomach, pump towards the spine. This is very good for purifying the lungs, to let go of toxins. And if you live in a town that's full of cars and like industrial towns, so it's very nice to purify. So prepare again the same way. Now focus on the exhalation only. Kapalabhati. Take a deep breath in, empty your lungs, half inhalation, and start. Through the nostrils only. As fast as you wish. Empty your lungs, take a deep breath in, and hold the breath. Exhale through the nostrils slowly. Keep your eyes closed and observe any subtle effect. Now open your eyes. Let's start moving the neck in a circular way. The other way around. And stop. Now wrists up and down. Sideways. And release. Now place your palms down to the mat. Come on your knees like 4 points of support. Tuck your toes. Let's begin with a few cat and cow just to prepare the spine. So inhale. Arch your spine. Gaze up. Imagine the head you touch the base of your spine. Exhale, empty your lungs. Chin to chest, curve your back. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Now from here, down facing dog. Tuck your toes, knees off the floor. Palms flat down, extend your elbows. And try to bring the forehead towards the floor. So here, make sure you bend your knees if you need. Don't worry about putting the heel down yet. So the work here is on the shoulders. So it's really nice to open the shoulders. Shoulder aperture. It's really important. Bring the forehead as low as you can. Bounce gently up and down. Now bring your knees down to the floor. Then your chest, chin, and from here, cobra. Feet together, elbows in, shoulders down away from your ears. Gaze up. Tuck your toes again, returning to down facing dog. Bounce gently. You may wide your feet apart to make it easier. This is really important for the steel mace practice because you need lots of shoulder aperture to swing it. Right, so it's important here. Work deeply on your shoulder.
Nice stretch. Now, walk your feet towards your hand, one step at a time. Allow the body to hang a little bit. Bend your knees and bring the chest close together to the thighs. Bend your knees as much as you need. So allow chest and thighs to be together. Bring your hands behind your heels, or you may hug your elbows behind your thighs and slide it lower as possible. Then relax your neck. Now from here, palms down to the floor. Step right foot back. Bring your right knee down. Point your right foot backwards. Sink in the hips. So here I already the stretch on your hips, on your thighs too. Sink your hips, open your chest up. Interlace your hand behind the back. And squeeze shoulders. Palms down to the floor. Tuck your right foot back. Move into the plank pose. Bring knees, chest and chin down to the floor. Cobra. Again, feet together, hips down, shoulders down, elbows in. Tucking the toes, moving to downward facing dog. Walk your feet again, one step at a time. Forward. Chest and thighs together. Hug your arms behind your thighs. Uttanasana. Relax your neck. Palms down to the floor. Step the left foot back. Left knee down, point the left foot. And sink in the hips. Open the chest. Interlace your hands behind the back. Then release. Palms down. Plank pose. Knees, chest and chin down to the floor. Cobra pose. Moving to downward facing dog. Now step the left foot forward between your hands. Right knee down. Point your right foot back. Kapiasana. Sink in the hips. Place your hands in Kali Mudra. Index finger together. Extend your elbow, bring it over your ears. And arch your back.
Then release the pose. Bring the right foot towards the left side as you extend the left leg forward. Inhale. Suck stomach in, folding forward on your left thigh. You may place your hands down. Relax your head. Then return up. Square your thighs. Tuck your right foot back. Left hand inside your inner thigh. Right arm up. Now from here, if you want, try to extend your right leg and bring the right heel down. If you're doing that, the right arm 45-degree angle, aligned with your leg. You gaze towards your right hand. Otherwise, another option, you may bring the left elbow on top of the left thigh and stay here with the left shoulder engaged. Then bring both hands down to the floor, inside your thigh, right heel off the floor. Bring your left foot a little bit more towards the side of the mat and rock forward and backwards. Allow the right knee down to touch the floor, point your right foot back. From here, gaze up. So keep connected your left knee to your left shoulder. Gaze up, try to sink your hips down. So curve your back. This is a preparation for the next. You may remain in this position, or if you can, you may start to bring the right elbow down, aligned with the left heel, and if possible, the left elbow down too. So gaze forward. Make sure your knee is not all the way out. Keep it closer to your shoulder as possible as you're doing the lizard pose. If you're not there yet, you may also keep trying to sink as low as you can the elbows. Then return. Bring yourself up. Square your thighs again. Make a square. So my left foot is in front. The right hand now on top of the knee. Left hand on your lower back. Twist towards your left side. Look over your left shoulder. And now if you can, you may bring the right elbow down to the left side of the thigh. Hands in prayer. Push the other hand so you can bring the shoulder really close to the knee. So go to a deeper twist. You may gaze up. Then release the pose. Place your palms down.
Moving to the plank. Knees, chest and chin down to the floor. Cobra pose. And downward facing dog. Step right foot forward between your hands. Left knee down. Point your left foot behind, sink in the hips, Kapyasana. Hands in Kali Mudra. Extend your elbows. Bring it over the ears. Arch your back. And keep sinking the hips. Then return. This time left foot towards the right side. Extend your right leg. Inhale. Stomach in. Folding forward. Chest and thigh together. Palms down. Come back up. Take your left foot back. Square the thigh. Right hand inside. Left arm up. And from here, you can repeat whatever you did towards the other side. Do now. You can remain on this first variation or on the second with the left heel down and the arm 45-degree angle, or right elbow on top of the thigh. Engage the shoulder. Then release. Bring both hands inside. I'll do this way. Bring the right foot towards the side of the mat. Palms down to the floor. Rocking forward and backwards. Bring the left knee down, point your left foot back. Gaze up. Keep your right knee closer to your shoulder. Now go to the lizard pose. You start now with the left elbow. Then, if you can, the right elbow. Everything aligned with your right heel this time.
Come back up. Square your thighs. Left hand on the knee, right hand back. Twist towards the right side, look over your right shoulder. And if you can, left elbow down, otherwise just remain the previous variation. So you slide your shoulder here as close as possible to the knee. Hands in prayer. The right hand, the ones on top, is pushing down. So I'm really here engaging myself to twist, to face up. Then release, bring your palms down to the floor, moving to the plank. Knees, chest and chin down. Cobra. Down facing dog. Walk your feet forward. Uttanasana, chest and thigh together. Hug your elbows behind your calf. Relax your neck. Release your arms, reach your arms up. Arch your back, squeeze your glutes. Hands in prayer. Now for the next one is one of the main postures of the yoga asanas. So I'm gonna show you first, as we have two poses that follows it. You're gonna observe before you go, then we go together. So the pose is called shoulder stand. It's an amazing pose. You can also use the wall for that. So let me show the ways to go. From seated position, you may roll straight away backwards. So with your hands here, you can support the lower back. And from here, you may keep your knees bent, extended. But the goal is to bring the legs one line from your chin towards the toes. Okay? Your elbows as close as possible. Makes a better base. Right. If you wanna use the wall, same way. You sit very close to the wall. Let's imagine there is a wall here. And you put one foot at a time on the wall. Use the wall and pretend. Let's say my foot is on the wall here. It's a nice support. Okay, so you feel one leg at a time. And then, if possible, both. Right. So after the shoulder stand, you're gonna be here for a little moment. So after this, you're gonna allow the legs to fall towards the head, right? You may allow the legs to hang here. If you can, you may bring the knees down to the floor or the toes. You may release the palms down with your toes touch the floor. So you can stay here. This is the plow pose.
You may also point your feet, extend your legs, like that. Otherwise, also your knees may touch the floor. And you may hug your knees or your heels. And after the plow pose, we will bring the hands interlaced onto the floor and try to sit on top of your hands. So elbows close together. And from here, you're gonna end up straight away into the fish pose. This is also really important because it's a counter pose. So elbows are together, close together. Push elbows down, chest up, top of your head on the floor. You see the counter pose for your neck here. Chest wide open. Now variations. If you have any neck issue, any problem that you cannot go upside down for so long, you can stay with your legs up like that. Palms down. This is a variation for shoulder stand. For the plow pose, a variation is happy baby. You can grab your heels from inside and pull the legs down like that. And for the fish, which was the last one, you can stay with elbows down, chest up, and relax your neck. Okay, so you have the variations, you know how to go there. So let's do it together. So let's go. Shoulder stand. Go ahead. Adjust yourself. Try to lift the legs up and higher. Try to feel the connection between chest and chin. The chin's pressing the chest, stimulating the thyroid gland. Once you feel comfortable, steady, you may close your eyes. You may bring the attention to the space between the eyebrows. Now, plow pose. Allow the legs to hang near your head. You may extend your knees or maybe your toes touch the floor. Any variation. So every day is different. Some days you may feel more flexible, some days more stiff. It's normal. So just do what feels right now. Now let's prepare for the fish pose. You know what to do. Interlace your hands behind your back and sit on top of your forearms. Push your elbows down to the floor, chest up, top of your head on the ground.
Then release the pose.
Relax on the mat just for a second. Reach your arms over your head. Come up into a seated position. So now, Paschimottanasana. Bend your knees. Inhale up. Suck stomach in. Folding forward. You may grab here your heels or you may hug your thighs. Now chest and thighs together. Without losing this connection there, you may bring your feet a little bit farther away, forward. Point your feet forward, make it easier. So you may bring the elbows down. If you can extend your legs, perfect. Go ahead, but just don't lose the connection between chest and thighs. Then at last, relax your neck. Allow the face to be between your legs. Keep pushing the lower back in towards the thighs. You feel nice. Then slowly reach your arms forward and up. Release the pose. Bring the sole of your feet together. So you visualize a square between your thighs. A perfect square. So keep it slightly away, your feet away from your hips. Bring your hands again in Kali Mudra. Inhale up. Folding forward, grab your feet. And from here, try to keep the spine as straight as possible as you bring the abdomen as low as possible to the floor. Elbows outside of your shin. And at last, head towards the feet, relaxed. The star pose. The elbows, the knees, the fingers, the tailbone represents the points of a star, 6-pointed star. Then release the pose. Come back up. Now find your way to bring the abdomen down to the floor. Align the top of your head with the yoga mat. Grab the edges of the mat. Feet together. And from here, bring the chest up. Extend your arms. This is a variation of cobra pose. Allow now the stomach, the spine to curve. As it sinks down. Then return down to the floor. Palms down. Push yourself into child's pose. So knees together. Sit on top of your heels. Relax your head down. And you may massage your back here a little bit, lower back.
Return your arm forward. Lay down your abdomen, feet together. This time bring your hands at the height of your chest. Keep your elbows in. And let's go. Bring the head, the chest, the abdomen. Keep the hips down, elbows in, shoulders down. Gaze up. Release the pose slowly. Lay down on top of your hands and rest. Now for the next pose, Dhanurasana. You're gonna start grabbing the ankle, keep the thumb outside, then the other side. Try to keep your knees no wider than your shoulders, so keep it closer. From here, you kick your legs backwards. This is very nice for the chest here, stretching the chest. And you curve your back. You may even bounce gently forward and backwards, rocking forward and back. Okay? So go ahead. If you cannot grab both legs, do one leg at a time. Like that. So go ahead. This is Dhanurasana, the bow pose. Then release. Push yourself into child's pose. Massage your back. Roll yourself up and observe here for the next is Urdhva Dhanurasana, the inverted bow pose. So before you go, let me show how you go to that pose. It's also very beneficial for the steel mace practice because you really open the shoulders. Let me show why. With your feet nearby your hips. From here we start with the bridge pose. Right? Hips up. Now, fingertips down to the floor. Elbows in. The fingertips are close to your ears. So push the top of your head now is on the floor. What happens from here? Palms flat down. My fingers are pointing towards my feet. Elbows in. And from there, I try to push myself up. After I'm here, look, if I am on that angle, gonna be very hard on my wrist. So what I need to do, on top of my toes, I have a bit more of space, and try to walk my feet closer to my hands, and my chest forward. My goal here is to bring the shoulder above my wrists. So this is how I really work on the shoulders. You may keep your neck relaxed, but keep moving forward. Okay? To return the same way. Head down. Then you come back down and relax. Alright? So prepare yourself. Lay down on the floor. Bring your feet down. Prepare your hands. Fingertips down. Hips up. Push, go towards the top of your head. Prepare your hands. Elbows in. And come up. You may go on the top of your toes. Chest forward.
Then return. Hug your knees. Rock side to side to massage the back. And now one more chance to go up. Go ahead. Urdhva Dhanurasana. And return. This time relax for a moment. Shavasana, palms facing up. Relax the thighs. Take a deep breath in. Come up into a seated position. For the next, the final spinal twist. So extend the left leg, bring the right foot over the left thigh. Below the knee, you see? Avoid keep it too high, keep it lower on the knee level. Use the right hand to help to bring the left elbow over the thigh. Right hand is behind. Twist now towards the right side. Keep your spine straight. Chin towards the shoulder. Within every inhalation, twist a little deeper. You inhale, straight the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale. Then release. We go towards the right side first because there is the ascending column. So squeeze this side first. Now the other way around. Left foot this time over. Use the left hand to guide and help you bring the right arm to the other side. Keep the spine straight. So hand behind is really important for that. And go ahead. Twist towards the left side. Then release. Come back to the center. To seated position. So let's conclude with the Om again. And Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti means peace. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. If you have a time now, lay down on the floor with your palms facing up, like that. Close your eyes. And rest for at least 10 minutes. So enhance the benefits of this practice.